Okay, so today we have a few stories to get through, so let's just get into it. But before you do that, my TikTok and my Instagram and my puppy's Instagram will all be in description, along with my beauty/lifestyle/something channel. That will be in description with any of the links that you might need, and let's get into it. But before we get into it, subscribe and hit that bell so that you get notified whenever I post a video, and like and comment for engagement. Now let's get into it. So, Bryce Hall. So he did a cheating prank on Addison Rae, and the way that happened was he filmed it in his last video and then he posted a TikTok to do with it, where he basically asked Addison, like, which girl would you be comfortable with me cheating on you with? I don't think that's how the conversation went, but it was something along those lines. And he picked Lauren Gray, obviously stunning, beautiful, amazing. So is Addison. Really, you have these two girls in your close proximity. Incredible. And he basically hit her up and was like, would you like to do a cheating prank with me? And she's also dating someone, but obviously the prank was supposed to be kind of on the media because everyone was kind of in the know about it. Addison knew, Lauren's boyfriend knew. It was just kind of supposed to be like the media and us, like as an audience, supposed to just like be shocked and bamboozled.
Got it. Gonna get that super zoom. I see you, Bryce.
This is really awkward. Hey, tell Kevin to take a photo of us. We're about to hold hands right now. Prank's done. We're gonna do one more where we're walking out and holding hands, and I think that's it, and then I'm never gonna see her again.
Honestly, the worst edit I've ever done.
Oh, dude, those are fucking good. This is the first strategic, chaotic thing we've ever done. Everything else we've done, we fucked up on accident and then had to deal with the consequences. This time, we're controlling the narrative. These news outlets, never trust what you see on the internet.
Okay, so he goes on a date. He calls Kevin Wong, who is like a photographer, paparazzi guy for mainly these TikTok kids. And he's like, hey, do you think you could take pictures of us so that it looks like we're cheating on our partners, and then you can release those pictures and make it look like we're scum? That's exactly what happened. He released the pictures. A few people talk about it, drama channels, that kind of a thing. And it turns out that obviously it's a big lie, and people notice it because he's wearing a mic that he's talking to Kevin Wong through, basically being like, oh my god, we're gonna hold hands now, take a picture. All good and well, but what I'm getting from this is a few things. First of all PR is good PR. This quite clearly, to me personally, shows that everything they do is set up. Like anytime they get themselves into a scandal, I feel like it is premeditated. Like they are doing it because they know it's going to get them talked about. Like absolutely, it's so easy for them to start a scandal not big enough where they get cancelled, but a scandal big enough where people start talking about them again. Nikita Dragon, Bryce Hall does this all the time. I feel like this just proves it, how easy it is to get people talking. It also shows me that they are actually friends with paparazzi, and that paparazzi doesn't just catch them out and about. Paparazzi are told where they're going to be and what they're going to be doing so they can take the best possible pictures and videos for their YouTube channels. So it benefits the paparazzi, but it also benefits them. Because why would you just FaceTime a paparazzi guy without... You're trying to tell me that you're trying to tell me that you FaceTimed him this one time to take videos and pictures of you, and you didn't do it any other time? Like no other time where you're like, hey, we're gonna be at Boa Steakhouse? At no point you did that? You tell me he just shows up every other time, but this one time you actually FaceTimed him to tell him where you are? I don't think so. I think Hollywood Fix and Kevin Wong are all friendly with the TikTok kids, and the TikTok kids have them on speed dial saying, hey, I'm gonna look really nice today at Boa Steakhouse, and I've just been in a scandal, I think you need to pull up. I think that's what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna just move on. He also, in that same video, bought Addison Rae a $70,000 chain that says bad bleep on it.
But it is Valentine's Day, so I think I do need to end this on a high note, even though Addison was in on the prank. I think it's time to give her the present.
Should we go?
Yeah, let's go. All right, guys, so you clicked this video for a reason, and that price tag on the thumbnail right there is 100% correct. Well, actually, we kind of rounded up. It's $70,000 because like $100,000 sounds way cooler. So about 2 months ago, these guys reached out to me on Instagram saying that they could make a custom chain for Addison. Her main saying is bad bleep. You know that one meme by Addison?
I need a bad bleep.
So Iceman Nick actually managed to make the bad bleep chain. So this is his Instagram right here if you guys want to go check it out. Show him some love. It wouldn't have been possible without him. Let's go check out the chain. I feel like I'm opening the gates of heaven right now. Let's open this up. This is our first time seeing it.
God damn. It's probably heavy, huh?
It's my girlfriend's. All right, Addison just pulled up. Time to give her the gift. Hey, baby. Happy Valentine's Day. What was your stage name again? Like, what are you referred to as? I forget.
I need a bad bleep. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep. So, got you a bad bleep.
Oh my gosh!
Iced out $100,000 chain.
Bryce, I just tweeted I need a. Thanks, baby.
For Valentine's Day, and I'm just wondering where I went wrong. where did I go wrong to not receive a 70 grand chain this year? Where did I go wrong? I'm still waiting. If anyone wants to send me a 70 grand chain that says like bad bleep on it or spill the tea or whatever it is that you want to put on it. Anyway, next, Austin McBroom. Austin McBroom had, well, the whole Ace family had this thing called Ace Club where you paid for exclusive content, but a lot of people complained about the fact that there was actually not much exclusive content on this. They were paying for like a lack of videos for a few months. And then Austin McBroom actually came out and said that they got scammed, basically. Like, he said to his audience, you guys got scammed, I'm sorry. Because he said that like the way the app was set up, it didn't manage to handle the amount of people that were coming on, and it didn't manage to like handle what they were trying to do. So he basically refunded everyone, which is nice, but it just goes to show like this was a scam. But now, because this was a scam, he's creating the same thing, just different. He's basically doing a thing about how he became a millionaire. It's literally called How I Became a Millionaire. It's talking about social media platforms, how to grow on social media. Apparently he's going to get a few people verified on social media platforms. He must have the connections, and if you want to send that connection my way, Austin, I would be very happy. I feel like that would really just like boost my ego and make me feel validated in me as a human being if I had that blue check mark next to my name. This is all sarcasm and irony, just in case it doesn't translate. I don't actually care. I mean, if someone wants to give me the blue check mark, I'm not exactly going to say no, but I'm also not going to beg for it. I feel like everyone's getting such nice presents. Blue check marks, 70 grand chains. Where's my gift? It's a new paid service. I feel like if the first one went really badly, why would you then try and do it again? And why would you pay for it? As an audience member, why would you pay for it again? I don't know. I just don't think it's a good idea. Anyway, Dixie D'Amelio. Dixie D'Amelio recently, I spoke about this, got cancelled, called out for cropping out Noah out of a picture. So they all went to the Super Bowl. Now what they did was they took a bunch of famous people and took like cardboard cutouts of them and put them on the seats at the Super Bowl. And Bretman Rock obviously did that like iconic TikTok where he apologized for not social distancing, and it was just his cardboard cutout. And obviously the D'Amelio family was put together, and right next to Dixie was Noah. And she posted on Instagram stories this picture of like the D'Amelio family in this year, and then she posted like the cardboard cutouts, obviously like the D'Amelio family in 2021. It was really like, you know, funny, like haha hee hee, like look how much has changed. And she obviously cropped Noah out of it because he's not a D'Amelio member. He's a Beck, but he's not a D'Amelio. And everyone was like, oh my god, you can tell she doesn't love him, like craziness. And then she obviously posted him and was like, oh, let's like go check out his new YouTube video. People made a big deal of it, and she actually spoke about this on her podcast where she explained the whole situation. And she was like, I feel like everything I do I have to feel guilty about. I feel like everyone wants me to feel bad constantly about the things I do, even when I'm not doing anything wrong. And she's like, I just always wonder what it would be like if I just wasn't here, if I just ceased to exist. And everyone suddenly was like, oh my god, let's stop bullying Dixie D'Amelio. Guys, we need to be like so much nicer to her. Like, oh my god, like be kind to people. And I'm just like, why is it that bullying is okay? Bullying on the internet, harassing people. And I'm not talking about actual mistakes that Dixie has made. I'm talking about Bahamas trip or social distancing, masks, parties. I'm not talking about any of the actual valid criticisms that you could throw her way. I'm talking about the petty stuff about people not liking her music and like calling her dumb and telling her to kill herself because she made a bad song about feeling sad, or her cropping out her boyfriend out of a picture and suddenly that makes her an awful human being. I feel like, you know, when all of that happens, everyone's like, oh my god, haha hee hee, it's so fun to bully her about it. And then when she's like, yeah, I want to kill myself, people are like, oh my god, guys, we have to be kind. Why is it only when someone wants to take such a drastic move do people then decide to be nice people? Because like I said, constructive criticism is always good. My whole channel is pointing out people's like mishaps or funny things happening on the internet and just going over the things. But at no point would I think to be like, haha, I hope you don't exist because you, I don't know, cropped your boyfriend out of a picture. That's not normal. I'm sorry, not normal to be that upset about her cropping Noah out of a picture. We can laugh about it, be like, haha, that's kind of funny. Do I care if her music's bad? No. I can just choose to not listen to her. If you don't want her to be famous and you don't want her to be rich or whatever it is that you don't want her to be, then just ignore her. Act like she doesn't exist. Because like I said, any PR is good PR, and Bryce Hall just proved that to us. He said, you know, I'm going to create a scandal and have people talking about me. You guys don't like her music, but then you repost it all the time making fun of it, and people are so intrigued that they're going to go and watch it or listen to the song or watch the music video. therefore giving her more views and therefore giving her more money. Do you see how the circle keeps on turning? It's a cycle. And I feel like if you really, really, really dislike Dixie, then the absolute best thing you can do for yourself is just act like she doesn't exist. Any engagement is good. I feel like big accounts on Instagram prove that day in, day out, where they have, you know, a bunch of people saying how they hate them, how they're awful people, but they'll still go under their Instagram pictures and comment stuff, even if it's negative stuff, gives them engagement. Instagram then pushes the pictures out more, and then they're able to charge upwards of $1 million per sponsored post because they get so much engagement because people hate them, that Instagram then doesn't see that as like negative engagement, it just sees it as engagement, which is why YouTubers say this all the time, where they're like, I don't care what people say in my comment section as long as they're commenting, because that then shows the algorithm that people are interested in this video and pushes it out further, therefore giving us more AdSense. So like I said, I mean, if you want someone to not be as successful, then you just need to ignore them. That's your best bet. And yeah, so I just found it really interesting how people thought it was okay to like harass her over really trivial things like cropping her boyfriend out of a picture, and then when she actually says like, hey guys, I've had enough, then people are like, oh my god guys, we have to treat her like a human being. I don't know, I just think it's a bit strange, the dynamic. I think there are very, very valid criticisms we can throw their way. Like I said, Bahamas, social distancing, parties, but choosing what she posts on Instagram or who she posts on Instagram is probably none of our concern, unless it's like someone racist or someone like really problematic. That's a whole other conversation. Anyway, next story. They were also called out, so Dixie and Charlie were both called out for receiving PR from Beyonce. So Beyonce has Ivy Park, which is like a line of clothing, and she sent both Charlie and Dixie PR packages with full of like, you know, the clothes and a new collection that she sent out, like a new collection that she released, and people were really angry at them for it, as if they had a say. I mean, if Beyonce said to you, I'm sending you free products, are you gonna say no? Right. And once again, the reason why they're able to get PR sent to them by Beyonce is because of the engagement and because of the way the algorithm works, where it pushes out their content even if people really hate it. Because as long as you're engaging with it, positively or negatively, they're going to get pushed out, they're going to get more followers, and then Beyonce is going to send them PR. That is just the ladder of success. Like I said, you guys want them to disappear, then just stop talking about them. I feel like I don't have like such strong feelings towards them where I'm like, oh, they need to disappear, so I talk about them because I think it's funny and I think it's interesting. But if you hate them with your whole passion, life and being, then you really just need to disengage. Just not engage with them at all, and you'll see how much better you feel about it. SJ Blue. So recently I spoke about the fact that she was dating Tony Lopez, who obviously was recently accused of some heinous acts, and I was wondering why she was still with him. She was like still following him on Instagram when everyone else was unfollowing him. Then paparazzi came up to her and started asking her about the whole situation, and she ran away. I spoke about the fact that her mum replied to a comment saying that her daughter's not dating anyone, which then to me showed that she broke up with him. And now she's deleted all of her pictures with him except for one, which was captioned something like just a bestie or something like that. So I think she should delete all the pictures, not just the romantic ones, just delete all of them. But yeah, this just goes to show I think they're fully officially broken up. And recently Hannah Stocking posted a picture with her friend who was like posing with her boyfriend for Valentine's Day, and Hannah's just standing there crying. I feel really bad for her actually. That's really sad. Just overall, it's such a crap situation. Then to switch up platforms for a little bit, Jeffree Star, if you guys don't remember, Jeffree Star had a stylist, a hairstylist who was bullying Trisha Paytas, and then that hairstylist went on live and everyone realized how awful of a human being he is. And Jeffree Star tweeted that he essentially fired him. That didn't last long because he liked a picture of Hair by Jay styling Nikita Dragun's hair for her birthday, and Jeffree Star liked that picture, and then he started following him on Instagram again. And now Jeffree posted a video about the Elf Mint collection. He had like a mint wig on, and Hair by Jay posted on his Instagram stories and was like, yep, hair did by me. That lasted long. Anyway, that just goes to show spineless, completely just making a fool out of everyone. Anyone that believed him, even for a second, that he wasn't still working with Hair by Jay, just doesn't know Jeffree well enough. Then we have Jojo Siwa, who's a bit of good news. So Jojo Siwa, obviously we know who Jojo Siwa is, I don't need to tell you. She recently came out and she actually kind of isn't sure what label she wants to put on herself, so I'm going to put that label on her, but she came out and she actually said that she has a girlfriend who she posted on her Instagram and said that they were together for a month at that point, and then you posted some pictures from Disney. I thought it was really cute. Everyone was super happy for Jojo, including, you know, fellow influencers, big celebrities, like everyone's super happy for her. And she then was swatted. Her house was swatted by the police because someone obviously like called up and said there was some kind of a dangerous situation in her house. And she thinks it was the media, like the paparazzi standing outside her house, because she was like, the police came and then immediately the media were there. And she's like, sometimes they do that when they want celebrities and influencers to come out of their house. She was like, if they had just waited, I would have come out eventually. I think it's just so invasive. Like, really, you couldn't wait for her to just leave the house on her own accord. You had to SWAT her house. That happened. But I'm very happy for her. I'm very happy that that kind of like, you know, she had the courage to come out. And I think Nickelodeon actually, who are obviously like the main guys working with her, Nickelodeon posted like a celebration post basically just saying like, we're super proud of you, which is shocking for like a child platform to do because they're usually so far behind everyone else when it comes to like progressiveness. But I was just so happy that they were like fully supporting her, because she did mention in an interview that she was scared like everything she had built up was just going to fall apart, but she didn't want to like hide that part of herself to have the success, because she was like, I just wouldn't be true to myself. But obviously Nickelodeon are fully behind her with all of this, and I'm so happy. And I'm just hoping that she's in a happy and loving relationship. I don't know, good for Jojo Siwa. You know, she's 17, she's got her whole life together. I love that for her. Anyway, and that is, I think, it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want to comment down below, and subscribe to post videos every time something happens. So that bell will be notified when that's happening. Social media links, any of the links in the description, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.